Whew, hey, what is up, YouTube? Hey, this is Mike. I'm coming to you from Samurai Geek Designs over here in the spacious and quiet but lovely Wonderland of the Americas Mall. I have a bit of an update for y'all tonight on this guy here. I haven't done much to him outside of the pictures that you may have seen on Facebook, but it is together. And this thing is not going to come apart again. I'm just glad I got everything done that I needed to get done. Uh, I actually did not put any glue along the seam here, and I don't have to because the uh, the together function is so good here on this kit that it's next to impossible to get some of these parts back off again. And I'm really glad that I got it done because I don't know what I would have done. The only thing I did not do is I didn't do the weathering inside of the wings, which is not going to be impossible, but it's just going to be a little more difficult. It can still be done. I will still do this, but let me give you a little bit of a rundown on what I've done so far. I did do the engines over here to get I started at least the first layer of weathering on here before I got the fuselage together. I still need to get inside of here with some more, with another wash in here just to kind of deepen up these areas and kind of give it that dirty look. But I've also gone through and done some dry brushing here. I still need to add one more wash of ink just to bring out all of the lowlights and the shadows here. It's not going to be heavy, but it's just something that will just add a little bit more to the depth that's in there right now. Cockpit is just about done. I've got the pilot in there. It's going to be Luke. Still have to add the little arrowheads here on his helmet and the red stripe. But the cockpit is, let me see if I can get a focus. Come on, focus. There it goes. So yeah, so the cockpit is done. I still need to add a few different little highlights here and there, paint a couple of more buttons, but it's done. That can be closed up. A few of the other projects that I've got going on right now, Galactica is a little stalled out right now. Let me bring them over here to the forefront. The only thing that I'm stalled out on is the landing bay for this side over here. I wanted to do a bit of a makeshift museum wall because I did not get the photo etch set that has the upgrade set for the museum windows, but I'm gonna try to rig something up that will give me the illusion that they are there. Since this is going to be a heavily battle damaged Galactica, I do need to go the extra step of making sure that this pod over here on this side is a little accurate to the show. A little more, still need to go in there and do some more blast marks here and there, and then this whole thing needs to get washed with a very light ink wash just to bring out, again, all of these little lowlights, all these ribs, all of the detail that needs to be brought out, again, with just a slight ink wash, just to get into all those little nasty little crevices and shadow areas. So I'm just about done with this guy. Like I said, just stalled out on this pod over here, just trying to come up with a viable solution for the museum bay windows. But let me bring you back around over to this side. This Captain Phasma is just about done. I need to start. I need to let her set up. I need to do the this final leg, but this is going to get. Come on. This is probably going to get another top coat, another gloss top coat, just to protect it. I'm going to give it a little bit of a pin wash just to bring out all of these little lines here on her helmet. I'm going to also give it a wash of gunmetal paint, which is going to just do nothing but bring out all of these little lowlights again, bring in some shadow lines here, bring in some depth into all of the armor. And then I need to I need to take off all of the tape, redo the bodysuit, and this this one will be done. Had a bit of a mishap over here this morning. I had the helmet painted this way, but then there was a run somewhere along in this, and I found out it was actually in the plastic. So that had to be sanded down. I didn't even catch it until the gloss, I mean, with the chrome went on. So still smells pretty bad in here. But like I said, a few more layers of left to go on this one. This one's going to be caught up by tomorrow. These need to go back to their original owners as soon as possible. I've got that Boba Fett over there that's going to be transformed into a prototype version. Still want to get the final touches on this R2-D2 done. Need to paint the lightsaber blade on this Kylo Ren here. And he'll be done. And those guys are for the shop. Kylo and, actually, no. Kylo is for the shop. These two belong to customers. That belongs to customer. And, as if this isn't enough to work on and to worry about, I do have to start the Fine Molds 904 piece Millennium Falcon after all of this is done. And I just got word tonight that I will be doing a fully lit, fully functioning Enterprise from the classic series in full 350 scale. So in the next couple of weeks I will be starting a classic Constitution class Enterprise. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be my first lit kit that we're doing here in the shop, but I'm not going to be doing my own wiring. Fortunately, I'm going to rely on antenna controls to do the lighting and the rig for me. It's going to be a little hook up and play kit that will enhance the overall look of the Enterprise, but that's coming in a couple of weeks. But let me go ahead and pull these guys up front because these belong to a one of our more loyal customers out here by the name of Pablo. These are, I believe, these are Disney Infinity Star Wars characters. And what I'm doing here is this Anakin Skywalker is going to, of course, be, this is off of Mustafar, and I've done some, I don't know if you can see it here, but I have done some implied lighting on his legs and on his boots here just to kind of make it look like the lava is that hot and that bright. I've also gone in and I've done the first layer of his eyes. I don't know if you could see that, but I've had to paint his eyes red. Next coming up is going to be a dot of yellow in the middle, followed by the iris of his eye. So these are going to be done. I'm shooting to have these guys all completed by tomorrow. But this was just an Anakin Skywalker that was made to look like he is now evil Darth Vader on Mustafar. Oops, excuse me. And this fella right here, this was originally a farm boy Luke. And Pablo was kind enough to go ahead and replace the lightsaber for me. But again, you know, farm boy Luke that I just made to repaint it to look just like Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. And last but not least, we have a repainted Ahsoka Tano, who is going to be a Sith character in this incarnation. Both lightsabers will be red. There's another one that goes in her hand that I will need to put together before I get everything finished. I'm going to start putting the detail on her face, black lips, yellow eyes, black striping on her little things here. But I guess more on this one later on. I'm hoping to have this one ready for tomorrow. I think he's coming out tomorrow to pick this up, so I need to get ready. Anyway, guys, I have a few more figures to get to. I have one Killer Instinct figure that's coming up in the next couple of days that is going to be pretty interesting. A little bit more progress here on this guy here. This is the 1/44 scale Slave 1. And I just need to get the chipping done a little bit more convincing on this guy. It's a little too big. It's a little too. I need to put a little bit more work into this. It's a little too. This still looks like a brush work, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in with a toothpick and start lining out some of the finer detail that needs to be here. Normally, yes, I would be using a masking solution to get this done, but at this scale, I don't think I still think it's a little too unruly. So I'm still gonna do this by hand. I still need to clean up some of these edges here. I need to get rid of that diffused edge a little more, but definitely need to bring in some more scrapes. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing those details with a toothpick, and just to get that paint chipped. But more on this guy later on. The cockpit, amazingly, at this scale, is so well engineered that you can actually pivot the entire cockpit with Boba Fett sitting in there. So a lot of play features with this guy. So this is gonna be fun. I really like these kits. I really wish I had some for myself now, but they go together beautifully. So more on this one. Let me see. I have a second one that I need to build for excuse me, I'm stuttering now. It's been so late. Okay. Let me start all over again. This one, I have a second slave one that is going to be headed onto the fast track to completion, along with this one, and the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike from Bandai. This is a really great kit. I've already started working on the Biker Scout. I've got them all the way down at the box. Like I said, this one, because there is no cockpit, is kind of on the fast track to being completed. And I'll have an update for you next time. I'll have an update for you on this Slave 1. And, gosh, what else do I have going on in here? I guess that's it for now. I will have a wrap-up video on the Hansel and Carbonite desk lamp. I still have to paint the control panels, but that will be done by Friday. These guys will be done and out of the shop probably tomorrow. And moving on. Moving on to the next project, guys. I will see you later. Have fun. Peace out. And I'll be checking out your videos later tonight.